Hi, welcome to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja, and today we're going to show you how to make chakli.
Or Chakri.
Chakli.
Or Murukku.
There
right?
you go.
There's
Yes.
many names for this.
Yes. So it's a frying process and actually very simple. So let's get started with the mixture first.
So for this recipe, it's a quick chakli recipe. So we're using sour cream. Now the sour cream is going to replace like butter or ghee or some of those other fats that are usually present in these recipes. So we have 3/4 of a cup of sour cream here. And to this, we're going to add green chili paste. Now this is to taste. We're using about a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of minced ginger. 1/2 tablespoon of sesame seeds.
Now these are not roasted.
And we're adding salt now. Salt is of course to taste, but it's very easy to keep adding a little at a time and then tasting this mixture before you oversalt it. So we're going to add a little bit at a time and taste it. And we're going to give it a mix. Now the salt needs to be a little on the more side here because we're still going to add the flour in here, so it's going to have to compensate for that. And finally we have about a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin seeds here. I'm going to put it in my mortar and pestle and just give it a rough crush. We don't want it powdered, we kind of want the texture in there. So just a rough crush. Wow, it smells great.
Yes.
And now we're going to add rice flour. Now this is the main ingredient for the chakli. So this is 3/4 cup of rice flour. And 1/2 tablespoon of all-purpose flour or maida, and that's in there. I know it's a really small amount, but it really helps in the whole binding effect of this, because rice flour, of course, is gluten-free, and that will just help it bind. And we're going to form this into a dough. And at the very end, you can use your hands and just knead it. So now this flour is a little on the soft side. It should form a dough ball. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of rice flour at a time and see if we can stiffen that up a little bit. So our dough ball has formed. We're going to be using a save maker to make the chaklis today, and we have a star attachment, and this is perfect for making chaklis. Kind of stuff it in. You think it's going to fit?
I don't know.
Let's see how much it is.
I think it should.
Oh, perfect. All in one shot.
That's the good thing about making this quantity. It's done in one thing, otherwise you have to kind of refilling it.
But that's okay. If you need to make more, it's a recipe that's easily doubleable.
Double, triple,
quadruple.
Or even if you want to make it for a wedding party, it's okay.
Okay, so I have a piece of foil here, and this is going to help us pick these chaklis up once we form the shape. Now chakli is in a concentric, almost like a spiral, actually not concentric, but it's a spiral shape. And we're going to pre-make them here, and then lift them up and then drop them in the oil. And you can make these as big or small as you like. When you're done, take the end and be sure to join it to the rest of it. So we made a few of them that were ready to fry, and then while those are frying, we can go ahead and form the next lot. But if you use a foil, or you can even use wax paper, it makes it really easy to just bend over and lift it off like that, and you get the perfect shape already in your hand without messing it up.
So we just kind of put one in there just to make sure the oil is okay. So that's always a good thing, is to test your oil first. So here's what you can do. You can put your chakli on the pan. Now this is for people who don't make it every day, but I'm sure there are people out there who just like fling it from one side of the hall to the other and boom, it's done. So we're going to just put it in there gently.
It's just a little safer way of doing things.
Okay, now you have to be very patient and allow it to cook. Now we know it is on lower heat than most of the things are cooked or fried, so we'll just let it cook.
And I'm going to make our next batch in the meantime.
So we're going to fry these on medium heat, and you want to fry them till all the bubbles disappear. So when you start seeing the color change, you just want to flip it over and let it cook on the other side as well. So now the bubbles have lessened quite a bit and it looks done from both sides. So we're going to take them out. Look at a beautiful golden color, and put them on a paper towel so that all the excess oil comes out and you're not consuming it.
Now you have to wait for these things to cool down completely before eating, because it'll be soft otherwise. Even though they're pretty crispy right now, as it gets cooler and cooler and all the heat goes away, it becomes even more crispy.
And these don't need to be refrigerated. You can keep them in a little airtight container or a Ziploc bag in your pantry. And they have a great shelf life. So maybe for our kids' weddings, you'll be doing this.
Not.
Outsource.
Yes, that definitely will be outsourcing that one.
So anyway, we are going to carry on and finish up the whole process. And meanwhile, these chaklis are ready.
Now this recipe made about, I think about 17 or 18 good sized ones. Obviously if you make them smaller, you'll get a little bit more, but it's nice to make them and eat them fresh.
Yeah, I
Really
think
nice.
this is a good size.
Good size.
You don't need, if you make anything small, you're going to be making more. Of
Right.
course. But, this is a perfect size.
So hopefully you enjoy your chaklis, and join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.
It's so crispy. Yum.
Perfect. Perfect consistency and perfect size. The crunch. I don't know if you can hear it.
It's good.
Really good.